Hey, fourth graders. We are on Unit 4, Week 2. Don't forget to put your name where it says Grammar Champ. Don't forget, remember the importance of making sure that you are putting dates in to let your families know and yourself know what day you did it and what day that you completed it. Remember, homework is when we get to the end and you need to finish it up for homework. You often find that you need to do these spelling activities. Those are generally going to be the homework. It's not a very good color for Miss N, is it? Let's do this. Spray paint it. Okay, now that would be homework. So make sure you always indicate that. These are your targets for the week. As you can see, our goals are to better understand pronouns. Specifically, remember, pronouns take the place of nouns. That was our last lesson in week 1. But now we're going to break those down, just like when we do nouns. We know that nouns are person, places, or things, or ideas. And then we learned about proper nouns and common nouns. We also learned about abstract and concrete nouns. So we've learned all these different types of nouns. Now we've got pronouns, which are like the I, me, she, they, us, we, right? Well, now we can even break it down further into these subject and object pronouns, and also this crazy word reflexive. You're also going to look at inflectional endings again. Last week we had ed and ing, and we noticed that a lot of times we had to drop the e and then add ing, or sometimes we even had to double the consonant. This week we're going to focus on changing y to I and then adding the ending. All right, so please remember to put the correct dates in, and we're going to look at our first activity on the next page. And as you can see, I might get cut off a little bit. I'll just move this little guy here. Remember, as always, to put in today's date, and make sure you indicate whether or not you followed the tutorial or completed independently. That should be at the top of your paper. Remember, we always complete in pencil. Oh, Miss N's got to really change her pen, doesn't she? Oofta. Let's just delete that. Okay, so really, if we want to look at specific targets, these are the separate targets that we have, but really overall is our targets always up at the top. Subject and object pronouns. I should be able to use those correctly. Now remember, like always, Miss N is not asking you to memorize what subject and object pronouns are, because you should pick it up in your writing and your reading and understand what that is. So to start this lesson off, Miss N wants you to go to Team Navalski, and you're going to go under grammar, like always. When you get to grammar, I want you to get to Unit 4. Guess my computer wants to be a little slow today. Okay? And then when you get to the website under Unit 4, I would like you to watch these 2 videos before you begin your lesson. This one's called, they're both called, one's called subject and object pronouns, the other one's object and subject. I just changed around, so it's these 2. And you can see it's loading very slowly.
We speak student.
Okay, you're going to watch that one, and then you're going to, when that one's done, go ahead and watch this one. Okay, now, there are a few little details in this first video that is a little extension that we haven't quite gotten to, and they're going to talk about prepositions. So if you feel like you need to talk about prepositions, go ahead and watch this from Grammaropolis on prepositions, so you better understand what prepositions are as well.
Get it, Scout.
Right? So really there's 3. If you didn't get the idea of prepositions from this video, go ahead and watch that one. So you have 2 for sure, if not 3 videos I would like you to watch. When you're done, please go back to your activity, and then we will begin to practice our skill for the day. All right, go ahead. All right, so you watched the videos. Those were really helpful. And you know, the idea is not to just skim over them, but as you're watching, your focus should be solely on thinking like, what was the skill Miss N wanted me to pick up? So let's go ahead and let's examine and practice this skill of identifying subject and object pronouns. So let's go ahead and read our first bullet. A subject pronoun takes the place of a noun in a sentence. in the subject of a sentence. Okay, remember how we were picking out subjects and predicates, the who or the what, right? So instead of saying Charlie, I might say he. So subject pronouns include these: I, you, he, she, it, we, and they. Okay? All right. All right. So now let's figure out what the object pronoun is. Whoops, let me change my... All right, Miss N fixed her pen. Object pronoun takes the place of a noun that follows an action verb or a preposition. So remember what a preposition is from the video. Let's look at the little poster. Remember, prepositions show position: beside, behind, in, on, under, in front of, out of, over. Okay, so that's something new. Okay, so let's go ahead and put that back. Get over there. That doesn't want to cooperate, does it? All right, so object pronouns include me, you, him, her, it, us, and them. So it's a little bit different. So you can see the comparison: I, me, you. Ooh, that one doesn't matter. He, him, she, her, it is it, we is us, they is them. You can see which ones are singular, which ones are plural, right? All right. So make sure you do this first part in pencil, and then we'll correct. So now, Miss N gave you a nice little chart here. Here's a subject pronoun. Here's the object pronoun. Okay. Then here's some examples as well. He wants to eat a burger. He wants it. Okay. I'm talking about the object. This one I actually identified the burger and object as I call it. I know Sally. I know her. Okay. See how that changes up a little bit? All right. So let's go ahead and let's try to give this a whirl here. Read each sentence and circle the pronoun. Write S on the line if it is a subject pronoun, O if it's an object pronoun. Okay? Now remember that subject takes place of the noun, but an object will follow a verb or a preposition. Okay? All right, let's try a couple together. My mom does not like him. Well, who or what? My mom is really like the subject. But which one is the pronoun? Him. Okay. Now, is him a subject or an object pronoun? Well, look at the list over here. Object. Yeah. Does not like is really a verb. And remember we talked about the verb. It's going to follow a verb if it's an object pronoun. Okay. Let's try another one. I read a chapter every night. Who or what? I. Okay. All right. Now, if it's I, that is the who or the what, because look at, now I'll be able to, I can even make an S here quick. And let me make it a different color, maybe like bright orange, okay? We'll bold it here, okay? So I can say the who or the what, because up here, you're wondering, well, that would have been the subject, right? And that's just a pronoun. But this is also the pronoun and the subject. So I is what? Subject pronoun. Okay? So let's try one more and then you're on your own. All right, here we go. Sometimes they go to the zoo together. Who or what? Yeah, the subject is they. That's also a what? A pronoun, isn't it? Okay. But now is that going to still be the same pattern? Is it a subject or an object pronoun? Subject, because the pronoun is the subject of the sentence, so then it is the subject pronoun. You see why it is so important that we have studied subjects and predicates with sentences? Now they kind of connect, so when you're really ready to go to the next level, you'll understand it. So remember, what I suggest is you ask yourself, who or what is the subject of the sentence? And if it's the subject, if the pronoun is the subject, it's a subject pronoun. If it's not, it's an object. All right, so go ahead, and what I want you to do is I want you to finish the rest either independently or you're going to read along with Miss N. All right, here we go. Number 4, will the captain say hello to us? Pause and mark your answer. 5, you can ride in the car with Jesse. Pause. Number 6, the girl did not invite them to the party. Number 7, Lori gave the book to me. 8, it can run on batteries. 9, that ball almost hit you. 10, she is the best soccer player on the team. Now, hopefully you finished all of those independently and you finished them in pencil. Now, let's be honest, and then let's go back and let's see what we can figure out here. Will the captain say hello to us? Who or what? Well, there's the captain, but I see a pronoun. I know us is a pronoun, but it's not the subject of the sentence, is it? And look at this. Ooh, the object. So then it's what? Object pronoun. So remember, make your corrections as needed and be honest. You can ride in the car with Jesse. Who or what? Well, you can ride in the car with Jesse. Well, that's the subject of the sentence. You is also a pronoun, so it's got to be what? Subject. But you can be both, can it? That's pretty interesting, isn't it? Number 6, the girl did not invite them to the party. Who or what? Well, the girl did not invite them to the party. And what's the pronoun? Well, them is the pronoun, and it's not the subject of the sentence, so it's got to be a what? An object pronoun. Good. You're getting the hang of it now. All right. Lori gave the book to me. Who or what? Lori. Okay, and I know that a pronoun is me, so it's not the subject, so it's got to be what? That's right. This one is an object pronoun, isn't it? Good. Let's continue. It can run on batteries. Who or what? It. And there's the verb right there. And remember up here, look at, they say that an object pronoun happens after a verb. Look at that. Well, look at this one though. It is the subject, so it's got to be what? That's right, a subject pronoun. That ball almost hit you. Ooh, who or what? Ball. And my pronoun is what? You. Now, look at this one. This one's going to be a little trickier. Where is the verb here? Hit. Ooh, so if it happens afterwards, it's got to be a what? That's right, an object pronoun, because it's not the subject of the sentence. She is the best soccer player on the team. Who or what? She. Ooh, and look at where the verb is. It's a linking verb. There's the verb. Is the best soccer player on the team. Who or what? She. And she is also the subject, right? So it's a subject pronoun. How did you do? Isn't it amazing how you walk and talk yourself through it and you totally understand it? Yeah. All right. So let's go ahead and let's go to the next page. And now let's look at what reflexive will mean. So if you look down here at our, make sure you indicate follow tutorial, complete in your pencil, correct in pen, and then we'll look at our goals here. All right. So remember, a subject pronoun takes the place of a noun in the subject of a sentence. So that's going to be huge. I have to say what? Who or what? Okay. Whoops. Almost said the W's are not working today for me, apparently, huh? Okay, so I have to say the who or the what. Okay, I got to remember that. Of a sentence. An object pronoun takes the place of a noun that follows a action verb or preposition. Now here we go with this new thing. A reflexive pronoun is an object pronoun that renames the subject and ends in self or selves. Example include myself, herself, yourselves, or themselves. So it's still a pronoun, but you're just going to see that kind of self kind of idea. Okay? A reflexive pronoun is usually used when the object of a sentence is the same as the subject, as you will see below. Correct. I cut myself, I cut me. We would not use it that way. All right. So here ends part 1, and let's get ready to do part 2. Thank you.